Hello and welcome to Math is Easy, step by step. We got a lot of shaking going on here. I'm working on trying to earn some donations to get a new high definition camera that may help to eliminate some of this shaky that's going on. What I'd like to do in this particular video is show you how using scratch paper and just a straight edge. If you don't have a ruler, you don't need a ruler. You just need a straight edge, a calculator, a book, whatever you have that's straight. And you can create, if you're not given graph paper, you can create a X and Y coordinate grid to graph on. So here we go. Oh, I'm running out of ink. I need some more ink. You go ahead and just draw a straight line. These lines go on forever and ever in both directions. And you label it. The vertical one running top to bottom, like I'm showing you here, is your y-axis, right? And from 0 upwards is a positive value, or they're positive values. And your y-axis, from your origin, or the 0 downward, are negative values. So that's the first part. I like to color coordinate mine. And so I usually use red for the Y, blue for the X. So somewhere in the middle, if you can find it, doesn't have to be perfect, right? Do want it to be proportionate, but it doesn't have to be perfect. You go ahead and you draw your x-axis. Oh, yep, I need a new pen. Oh, sorry, everybody. But this happens. Life is not perfect, and you just got to adjust, adapt, and overcome. So represents the x-axis. And I draw a little arrow at each of the ends so you can see how these arrows go on and on forever. Anything from the origin to the right is positive. So I'll write a little plus sign to remind me. Yeah, I can't get away from the shaking. Uh, Anything from the origin to the left is a negative value. And so you may be thinking, what do I do now, right? I don't have the numbers there. Well, you do the very best you can in proportionately labeling them, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, and of course you can go on and create more if you need to, right? And then you want to just try to keep it proportionate, not perfect, but proportionate, right? -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, -9, and a -10, right? So we've gone over some graphing problems in a number of my videos, and sometimes they're just not going to provide you with graphing paper, and sometimes they might. Sometimes they might. So again, you want to make these proportionate, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so I'll stop there at 8. Of course, you could go on and on and on if you like. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. All right, -6, -7, and a -8. So if you wanted to graph a coordinate point that's at 2, 7, again, you would start at the origin, which is 0, 0. If you need to review some of the videos I've created some very basic videos of understanding the coordinate grid. But right at the crosshair here is 0, 0. And in order to graph this value, you go 2 for x and 7 for y. Starting at the origin, I go over 2 for x. I go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, It may not have been a good example. And I have my value here at 2, 7. That's my ordered pair. If you wanted a graph again, somewhere, let's say 5 for x, 3 for y. Starting at the origin, you go over 5. On x, you go up 1, 2, 3. On the y, there's my 3 and my 5. Where they meet is where you plot that ordered pair point. 5 for x, 3 for y. So this is just some examples of what you could do on scratch paper while you're taking these different type of assessments. Sometimes, like in this last example of finding x, y, and z coordinate points, when you reflect across the y-axis, sometimes it's easier to draw a generic graph, label those points, move the translated values to their prime locations, then reflect by counting. It may not be perfect, but it will be enough to get you to answer that question correctly. All right, we're not working on mathematicians here. We're working on passing these exams. Thank you for joining me. If I've helped you, please help me to continue to come to you by your donating stars, your gifts. If you like these videos, please like and follow and share. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much.